Turn with me in the Bible if you have it. If not, I'm going to have to if it comes up. But we'll start out with Hebrews chapter 11, verse 3. And while you're turning there, I'll just, I didn't really have any announcements today. We're back on regular schedule. This week we were off last night, just we had a birthday party to go to that we had originally planned before we expanded Elios into Saturday. So, but we are back into regular schedule, so we will have, and starting next Sunday, we'll finish God Wants You Well tonight. And we will start, you already got it, next Sunday night. We'll be starting that. We'll be in Alhambra this Friday. We're doing that every other Friday for our Bible study, Spirit, Soul, and Body, which is also can be translated into Chinese as well. We already have curriculum coming from Hong Kong, so we can do that not only in English but also Chinese, because Alhambra can be a Chinese a community. If you will, and then Elios is going strong. We just started some new classes this week. Wednesday nights we have Bible Covenants with Lawson Purdue. Thursday nights we have Let Freedom Reign with Arthur Menchez, and then Saturday we're still continuing as discipleship evangelism. They're all good. If you miss them or you're not, anyone can come at any time. They're just good teaching. So we have a lot going on, and there's more that we're coming in the future. It's good. Yeah, I started this series a few weeks ago. I think it's 3 weeks ago now. The laws of God's kingdom, and I before we get to Hebrews, I spent the first message just kind of talking about, not in brief, because I could expound on this a lot, and things that we'll talk about today I could expound on each point, but it just understanding the laws of God's kingdom. In Acts chapter 1, actually let's go there real quick. I know you're already in Hebrews. Acts chapter 1 verse 3. I keep going here. This is what's kind of prompted me to go this direction. Oops. Acts chapter 1 verse 3. If I can get my finger to correlate with my mind, we'll be good here. But this is Jesus after the resurrection. He's he's getting ready to ascend to heaven. It says, "And to him, Jesus, also presented himself alive after his suffering by many infallible proofs, being seen by them during 40 days, and speaking of the things pertaining to the kingdom of God." And I don't know about you, but here Jesus is his last words on earth, if you will, as a Son of Man, as the resurrected Christ. He's never going to leave us or forsake us, so he's not like he's leaving, but at the same point in time, before he ascends, he gives his last words, and these last 40 days, he spends time speaking about the kingdom of God. And I don't know about you, but I would love to get that on DVD. I would love to get a copy of that 40-day. I mean, I'm just, some of my series can go long, but I don't know if they've been 40 days straight on one topic. But, and I spent the first week talking about, the kingdom of God is not there, it's here. It's within us. The kingdom of God is here. When he commissioned the 12, he commissioned the 70 in Matthew 10 and Luke 10, he told them to go preach that the kingdom of God is here. The kingdom of God is at hand. Heal the sick, raise the dead, cast out demons, freely receive, freely give. And he is the King of kings. We have been redeemed, Revelation chapter 5, as kings and priests to rule the earth. He's the king. He's the king of kings. Yes, he's king of other kingdoms as well, but he's the king of us. We are kings and priests. And I think it just behooves us, with every kingdom, with any level of government, even on a civil level, or even in an organizational level, a family level, there's going to be laws. There's going to be rules of that kingdom. Now, when I'm talking about laws, I'm not talking about Moses' law. But and we use some verses also from Jeremiah 33, verse 20, I believe it is, or verse 25, somewhere in that neighborhood. But it talks about how Jesus, our God, has established all the ordinances in heaven and earth. God, for example, God's established all the natural laws: gravity,